Hello everybody, I'm Max Scoville, and in your fix of entertainment news today, Moon Knight is not pulling any punches in the upcoming Disney Plus show, Uncharted strikes gold at the box office, and a taste of what's to come for IGN fans. Let's do this. Brace yourselves, true believers. Kevin Feige says the upcoming Moon Knight show is going to be, quote, brutal, and if you know Moon Knight from the comics, then that is exactly what you should expect. Speaking with Empire, the Marvel boss explained how the white-clad hero is going to hit the small screen without pulling any punches, quite literally. Feige said, quote, "He's brutal. It's been fun to work with Disney Plus and see the boundaries shifting on what we're able to do. There are moments in this series when Moon Knight is wailing on another character and it is loud and brutal, and the knee-jerk reaction is, we're gonna pull back on this, right? No, we're not pulling back. There's a tonal shift. This is a different thing. This is Moon Knight." Comic fans like to compare Moon Knight to Batman, and when it comes to beating bad guys to a pulp while wearing a cape, they're not wrong, but the big difference between the two is, well, everybody and their mom knows who Batman is, whereas Moon Knight is a slightly deeper cut, and that's precisely why star Oscar Isaac enjoys playing the character so much. He told Empire, quote, "He's an obscure hero and the things we're dealing with are very different, but because it's a limited series rather than a movie, the pressure isn't there to make sure the opening weekend is massive. We're able to take more risks and bring that experimental quality on a huge scale. We'll all get to see if those big risks pay off when Moon Knight hits Disney Plus on March 30th. Moviegoers in North America have to wait a bit longer to watch the upcoming Uncharted movie starring Tom Holland as that roguish treasure hunter Nathan Drake, but until then, you can rest easy knowing it's doing quite well at the box office across the pond. The film grossed an impressive $21.5 million in ticket sales across 15 overseas markets, according to Variety, which is about $1.5 million for every year that Uncharted spent in development hell. If you haven't been keeping track, the first mention of an Uncharted movie was way back in 2008, and since then, Mark Wahlberg went from playing the lead to playing the older mentor figure, Sully. The long-awaited video game adaptation made the biggest splash in the UK, where its $6.4 million haul has put it on track to outperform other pandemic-era blockbusters such as Eternals, Black Widow, and Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings in that market. So Uncharted is off to a promising start and will continue to chart its performance once it hits North American theaters this week on February 18th. And finally, this weekend, IGN Fan Fest returns with exclusive interviews, panels, guest appearances, and more. We sat down with talent from all your favorite shows, games, and movies and asked them your questions, so prepare to feast your eyes on never-before-seen clips and get new looks at all the stuff that we're most excited about this year. For a taste of things to come, here is a teaser for IGN Fan Fest. Check it out.
IGN is getting the year started with a bang with IGN Fan Fest, a whole day devoted to celebrating the biggest names in movies, television, video games, and of course, you, the fans. Join us for exclusive new looks and deep dives on LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, Halo the series, Nightingale, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, WWE 2K22, The Legend of Vox Machina, and so much more. It all kicks off on February 19th at 11 a.m. Pacific Time, and it's gonna be epic.
I just got goosebumps.
We're hanging out with the coolest and most creative people, making the things you love, and we're asking them the questions you want answered. We're bringing you new gameplay, trailers, and going behind the scenes on the most exciting things you can't wait for this year. IGN Fan Fest, the biggest event of the year so far. Don't miss a second of it.
I am ready. Ben, I can be a Jedi.
And that is all for your fix of entertainment news for today. Thank you for watching, and now that you're all caught up on the news, why don't you check out our breakdown of the trailer for that new Lord of the Rings show? And of course, if you don't want to do that, you can always go download the IGN app on all of your devices, and check out the entertainment fix on Snapchat, and for your next fix, keep it locked to IGN.